What is going on, guys? It is your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. You can tell I'm in the car. That makes it a car vlog. You already know what's going down when I come around. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Car content, car shows, car meets, car reviews, anything and everything car related happens on this channel, man. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place, man. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. I assume it's down here somewhere so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out, right? So let's talk, man. Your boy Scotty Kilmer finally admits to liking a product made by Mopar, right? I was going to say Dodge. I guess you can technically say Dodge. What are we talking about? We're talking about the RAM TRX. The RAM TRX, whatever you want to call it. 707 horsepower, hemi, hellcat powered truck, essentially. If you know anything, the reason that this is big news is if you know anything about Scotty Kilmer, he absolutely hates Dodge. He thinks that the products are cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean he talks about everything about Dodge, from the hemi to the transmission. He once said that the hemi is prone to, obviously, the hemi tick. He used to say that the hemi is prone to breaking down over, he said, like, you should realistically start having serious engine issues with the hemi after 50,000 miles. That was his words exactly. He said that the transmission was cheap. He said that all of our parts, and when I say our, I'm talking about Mopar in general, all of our parts are made in Mexico and Canada, so it's not even an American-made car anymore. He always hated Dodge, especially the Ram, especially the Charger and the Challenger. He actually still hasn't said anything positive about the Charger and the Challenger. This is his first Mopar vehicle, actually speaking highly of, the TRX. And if you're not familiar with the TRX, 700 horsepower. I'm not sure if it's 702 or 707, but 700 horsepower truck, sitting on big 33s or 35 size tires, off-road king, Baja king, drag strip king, can go up to 160 miles an hour if I'm not mistaken. That's the huge difference between the Hellcat truck and any other Hellcat powered vehicle, is that it can only go up to 160, which makes sense because I'm sure you wouldn't want a truck that's lifted inches and inches off the ground going 200 miles an hour. You're pretty much asking to flip. So there's an electronic limiter that limits you to, I think it limits you to like 120, but you can obviously bypass that and get up to 160 if you choose, but 160 is the top speed. He talked about the interior, said that the interior was quality, talked about the U-Connect, that big 12-inch or... is it 12-inch? I think 12-inch screen. He talked about how it was quality, how the software was snappy. He talked about the suspension, how it's using that Dodge air suspension, you know what I'm saying, that comes with the TRX. 4x4, obviously it's 4x4 all the time. He even talked about the gas mileage and basically made concessions that just because the gas mileage is terrible, you pretty much know what you're getting into. I mean, when you buy a RAM TRX, you know that you're buying a cheap, oh, not a cheap, I'm sorry. You know that you're buying a car that is built for a specific purpose. It's not a daily driver. Don't worry about the gas mileage. If the gas mileage is a concern of yours, you shouldn't be buying it. But overall, he enjoyed the Ram. He enjoyed the Ram. He said that said a lot of positive things about the Ram. Said that the thing can tow a lot. I think it tows up to like 8,100 pounds or something like that. You know, I mean, he definitely had a lot of high and good remarks about Ram, which is a good thing, or a bright side for Mopar guys, because it shows that, for one, our quality is increasing over the years. Because I'll admit, without a doubt, if you've ever sat in like a 2010, 2012, 2013 Charger or Challenger, like it's day and night difference from what, you know, I'm sitting in right now in 2020, or what you're sitting in 2018 or 2019. Everything in that car was fucking plastic, like cheap plastic, like, you know, like cheap plastic, you know what I'm saying? Cheap, scratch it and see the you know, the remnants of your scratch on there type plastic, like mad cheap plastic. There were a lot of engine issues that those old Chargers and Challengers had back in the day. At this point, if you ask me, I think Dodge has built pretty much a bulletproof drivetrain between the transmission and the engine, provided you maintain it and do what you're supposed to do to it. You know, obviously people beat on our cars like crazy. That's pretty much what they're for. I mean, if you have a mode that you can turn traction all the way off, you already know what type of time it is. But he definitely has a point. Our cars have historically been, I'm not going to say cheaply made, because obviously it's expensive to own one of our cars. But what I will say is that in the past, our cars have been prone to a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? A lot of issues in which I'm sitting there looking at a tow truck. For some reason, whenever I see a tow truck in my neighborhood, I get scared that he's going to try to tow my shit away. And then I start thinking, did I pay the bill this month or past 3 months? But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is you can admit that, you know, as far as the quality of our cars are concerned, over the years, and when I say over the years, I would like to say maybe pre-2015, Dodge has had a bad reputation for poorly built cars, not cheaply built cars, because there's nothing cheap about our cars, but poorly built cars, cars that are built just long enough to get the car off the lot so that it can depreciate, and then you turn around and have to come back to the service department. You know, so we've had a bad reputation of that, but the fact of the matter is that times have changed. Our quality, our standard of quality has changed. We're starting to win a lot more JD Power kind of quality awards. We've been winning those quite a lot since 2015, since we brought the Hellcat into the mix. And, you know, the Hellcat engine, like at this point, is bulletproof in the sense that, you know, for the most part, it's going to do exactly what it's going to do forever, as long as you maintain it. And to hear that coming from Scotty Kilmer, who has always been you know, a conscientious objector of Dodge and Ram and Mopar in general, Chrysler as well, because, you know, we're all one family. To hear that coming from him is a big thing. I mean, literally that entire video, everything that he said was positive. I think the only negative thing that he pointed out was the fact that under the hood of the car, that engine was just covered by plastic, because you know how they do with the you know, the Hellcat engines. Well, some Hellcat engines, at least in the TRX, they put all that plastic on top of it instead of letting you see that big supercharger like you would in a Hellcat Charger or Challenger or something. And then he also talked about the gas mileage being terrible. He said that some people are getting into the single digits, which I can imagine. I think they're only advertising the TRX at getting like 12 to 13 miles per gallon. So, you know, all in all, it's great to see that that Scotty's coming around to Ram. I hope he would do the same for Dodge. I don't think that he will, at least, you know, the Charger and the Challenger anytime soon. But it's good to see that he's coming around and recognizing that, you know, the brand is starting to make leaps and bounds as far as quality is concerned. Because if you've watched any of his videos, and I watched quite a bit, especially all his Dodge videos, every single Dodge Ram, Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger, Hellcat video, Chrysler 300 video, I think he even made a Dodge Dart video back in the day. Like, all of those videos were negative. The only thing that he ever said positive about Dodge or Mopar in general was that our cars were powerful, you know, but he said that they were overpriced, they were cheaply made, foreign made, very few of the parts, or the percentage of the parts were actually made in the US, which I actually came to find out is true. I didn't know that a lot of our parts were made in Mexico and Canada, but that is the truth. But with the Ram TRX being the first of its kind, I mean, we've obviously seen the Raptor, and before, you know, the Raptor definitely reinvented the game. But when you've got a 700 horsepower V8 Hellcat powered truck that's 4x4, that's got all kinds of different modes, you can Baja, you can tow, you can haul, you can do whatever you need to do, off-road, I would imagine. That breaks the mode, and it's one of those things where it's kind of like you got to give respect where respect is due. And my hat goes off to Scotty Kilmer for finally recognizing a Mopar product as being quality. It'll probably be his last, knowing him, because I think he hates everything Dodge. But yeah, man, I just thought that was interesting, man. That was literally the first time that I've ever seen him say something positive about Mopar. You know, everything has been negative. Everything has been negative about Mopar out of that man's mouth, which he would know more of because he's been a mechanic longer than I've been alive. You know, let's be realistic here. I've never gotten under the hood of a Mopar and had to take this, that, and the other out and fix this, that, and the other. I take that shit to Dodge. That's what warranties are for, right? And I let them motherfuckers deal with it. But, you know, if anybody would know, it would be him. So you have to kind of take your hat off to him. But at the same time, to hear the words coming out of his mouth that, you know, Ram finally built a quality product, that says a lot. He did like the Cummins engine back in the day, the Cummins diesel engine, which everybody loves the Cummins diesel engine. I mean, it's virtually bulletproof. Those things don't break down for shit. Like, you know, it's a Cummins. Like, it's like the Hemi, but, you know, I guess even more reliable for a truck or whatever. He likes the Cummins engine, but to hear him say that about a Hemi engine, you know, speaks volumes, man. But as always, it's been your boy Knockout 360, man. Go to his channel and watch his video. Watch mine first and then go to his channel and show that man some love. But as always, it's been your boy Knockout 360, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Peace.